Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 o'clock. I'm Tom Sherry. Mark and Whitney are off this evening. Well, tonight at 5, we are learning more about the woman that was hit and killed in downtown Spokane yesterday. The Spokane County Medical Examiner has identified her this afternoon. 23-year-old Danielle Luttrell was hit while riding a scooter near Deaconess Hospital. Her death has been ruled accidental. The incident comes a day before the Spokane mayor signed an order to make streets across Spokane safer for pedestrians and cyclists.
We had another tragic loss just yesterday.
Right now, KREM 2's Connor McAvoy joins us live downtown with the details about how these new laws will work. Connor.
Standing at the intersection of Brown and Main Street, where a notable member of the community died just last month. And just today at this very intersection, Spokane's mayor announced 2 initiatives that she's planning on, that she says that she hopes will help with safety around the area, particularly for people who don't normally use a car. Lauren Pangborn is the vice chair of the Spokane Bicycle Advisory Board. She loves riding all over Spokane.
It was pretty good. I have a good route figured out now to get downtown. That's it's mostly safe.
But she says routes for fellow cyclists could be better.
Crossing Maple and Ash is always hard, no matter where you try to cross.
She understands some may be hesitant to ride, as safety and lives can at times be a risk.
Even saw that right here with the unfortunate passing of Janet Mann. She had the right of way when she was hit by that truck driver, and she passed.
Janet Mann's death in this alleged hit and run was a tipping point for Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown to make the streets safer.
Janet was an advocate for children. She was an advocate for downtown safety. And today, we are advocating for improved traffic safety.
Today, Mayor Brown announced 2 initiatives building off the city's Safe Streets Now resolution. The first is an executive order with multiple components. It includes a traffic safety camera program. The mayor says she already instructed Spokane police to add more cameras to busy intersections and high-speed areas. Then they will recommend policies to eliminate traffic fatalities and injuries.
The Office of Neighborhood Services will work with the Street Department and Fleet Services to double the mobile speed feedback program over the next 2 years.
Under the second initiative, the mayor launched the city's new Transportation Commission. She says the commission will analyze data from different areas. Then they will recommend policies to eliminate traffic fatalities and injuries.
Cargo bike.
It's a plan Pangborn can get behind.
If you have better infrastructure built up, people will use it. That's the beautiful thing.
By making the streets safer, she hopes others will be encouraged to see Spokane from 2 wheels. Now, Mayor Brown says that commission is looking for members, and for anyone interested, they're encouraged to keep an eye on the application form, as it'll be available at a later date. In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Looking ahead, the city of Spokane is going to be opening shelters to help people get out of the extreme heat this weekend. All City of Spokane library locations will extend their hours on Saturday and Sunday to be open from 10 in the morning until 7 in the evening. People can also seek relief at the Trent Avenue Resource Center. This shelter will begin surge capacity on Sunday. There will also be fans, water, and snacks on site during the heat wave. STA says they will also be offering free rides if temperatures are 95 degrees and above. All right, with that in mind, let's take a first look at weather with our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo.
Well, when it comes to our overall weather pattern, Tom, that 95 or above, that arrives as early as Saturday. And for that reason, we have excessive heat warnings, heat advisories, and even still some excessive heat watches in effect across parts of the Northwest. It is going to be hot. Montana, you're under an excessive heat watch. That doesn't go into effect until far enough out that my computer graphics don't really pick it up, but it's there as well. The heat's everywhere. Temperatures will soar to near 100 degrees next week, but it all starts Saturday for us here in eastern Washington. Temperatures in the 90s and climbing. Notice out in central Washington, triple digits. It's some serious heat taking over. as all the moisture moves out. Our showers have wound down and moved out. I don't think we get any regeneration tonight like what we saw yesterday, but instead it is switching to the heat. Tomorrow, 88 degrees, up just a little bit because it looks like we do warm up just a little bit more. Friday, 93, Saturday, 96, Sunday even warmer, and by next week, triple digits, and that heat looks to stick around for quite a while.
Well, taking a look at our other top stories, Othello police are looking for a missing teen. So take a close look at your screen now. This is 15-year-old Serenity Ayala. Police say she's been missing since Sunday. If you have any information, call that number right there at the bottom of your screen. The Coeur d'Alene City Council unanimously passed a new hate crime ordinance last night. The update to the municipal code creates a separate offense if a person commits a crime such as damage to property or harassment because of a victim's actual or perceived race, color, gender, sexual orientation, or national origin. The new ordinance is a response to racist slurs made towards the University of Utah's women's basketball team just ahead of the NCAA tournament, as well as some indigenous students that were recently at McEwen Park. Meantime, crime is slowly trending downward in the Gem State. Idaho State Police released its annual crime report for 2023 last night. Numbers show crimes against society like gambling, prostitution, and drugs are down almost 2%. Crimes against people like assault are down 3.2%. Property crimes dropped for the most. For example, vandalism and burglary decreased more than 11%.
We've had a slow but steady, like a moderate decrease in crime over the last 5 years. We've seen a nice trend in that number, even as Idaho's population has changed over the same years. So 2019 through 2023, we've seen a steady decrease.
ISP gathers this information to determine if a specific crime is happening more frequently in communities across the state of Idaho. We now have the preliminary NTSB report about that plane crash that killed astronaut Bill Anders last month. It happened off the west coast of Orcas Island. The report says 2 witnesses saw the plane tilt to the left and then nosedive. The report did not give any further information about the cause of that crash. Bill Anders was the Apollo 8 astronaut who took the iconic Earthrise photo you see right there on your screen from the first ever manned spacecraft to orbit the moon. His family plans to hold a memorial service at the Heritage Flight Museum at a later date.